Ever wondered why your electricity bill is so high? It's a question that's crossed all our minds at some point. You look at that piece of paper or online statement and you can't help but wonder how it got to be so much. It's not like you're running a factory at home. But what if I told you that there's more to it than meets the eye? Let's get into it. High electricity bills are a common concern for many, and it's easy to feel like you're at the mercy of the power companies. But the truth is, a lot of it comes down to our own habits and choices. Yes, we all need electricity. It powers our lives, keeps us connected, keeps us warm, keeps us cool. But it doesn't have to drain our wallets, and it certainly doesn't have to feel like an uncontrollable expense. The key to understanding your electricity bill and ultimately reducing it is realizing that you have more power than you think. The power to make small but significant changes, the power to adopt new habits, the power to make informed decisions, and the beauty of it all is that these changes don't have to disrupt your life. They don't have to be drastic or inconvenient. In fact, many of them can be as simple as switching off a light, unplugging an unused device, or adjusting your thermostat. These actions might seem small, but when added up, they can lead to big savings. And these savings aren't just monetary. By reducing your electricity consumption, you're also making a positive impact on the environment. Less electricity consumption means less demand for energy production, which in turn reduces carbon emissions. So, let's embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment. A journey where you'll learn practical, easy-to-implement tips and tricks that can help you take control of your electricity consumption and, by extension, your electricity bill. Remember, knowledge is power, and with the right knowledge, you can make a real difference. The journey to lower electricity costs begins with understanding, and understanding begins with realization. Realization that you're not just a passive consumer of electricity, you're an active participant in how much you consume and how much you pay. So let's get started. The power to change this lies in your hands. Did you know that your devices consume power even when they're turned off? It's a phenomenon known as phantom power, and it's a sneaky culprit behind those pesky high electricity bills. You see, even when your devices are sleeping, they're still sipping energy. Think of it as a vampire, quietly draining your power and your wallet. From your television to your toaster, your laptop to your lamp. If it's plugged in, it's likely drawing power. Over time, these little energy suckers can really add up, contributing to a significant portion of your energy bill each month. So, what's the solution? It's surprisingly simple. Unplug. If you're not using it, unplug it. This will stop the phantom power in its tracks, reducing your overall energy consumption and saving you money. It's a small change that can make a big difference. Unplug and save, it's that simple. Ever thought about how much light bulbs contribute to your electricity bill? Let's take a moment to shine a light on this often overlooked aspect of power consumption. Light bulbs, though small in size, can make a big difference in your electricity costs. Traditional incandescent bulbs may be the cheapest options on the shelf, but they're far from the most economical choice. You see, an incandescent bulb turns only about 5% of the energy it uses into light. The rest is wasted as heat. Now that's not a very bright idea, is it? Now let's compare this to compact fluorescent lamps, or CFLs. These bulbs use about 70% less energy than incandescent bulbs and last up to 10 times longer. Sounds good, right? But we can do even better. Enter the LED bulb. Light-emitting diode, or LED bulbs, are the shining stars of energy efficiency. These bulbs use up to 85% less energy than traditional incandescent bulbs, and they can last up to 25 times longer. Imagine changing your light bulb once and not having to replace it for the next 2 decades. That's less time on a ladder and more money in your pocket. But it's not just about switching your bulbs. It's about how you use them. Make the most of natural light whenever you can. Open the curtains, pull up the blinds, let the sunshine in. Not only will this reduce your dependency on artificial light, but it also has the added benefit of boosting your mood and productivity. So, the next time you find yourself in the lighting aisle, remember, cheaper isn't always better. Consider the long-term savings and benefits of energy-efficient bulbs. And when you're at home, let the sunshine be your main source of light during the day. Switch to energy-efficient bulbs and see the difference. Not only will you be reducing your electricity costs, but you'll also be doing your bit for the environment. And that's a win-win situation for everyone. Have you ever considered how much power your heating and cooling systems use? It's a question that's often overlooked, but the answer might surprise you. Your thermostat, That unassuming device on your wall is the gatekeeper to a significant portion of your home's energy consumption. Let's consider the heating system. During those chilly winter months, it's tempting to crank up the thermostat and bask in the warm embrace of central heating. But each degree above 68 Fahrenheit that you set your thermostat can add up to 4% to your energy bill. That's quite a sum over the course of a season. Conversely, in the sweltering heat of summer, air conditioners work overtime to keep our homes cool. But did you know that every degree below 78 Fahrenheit can increase your energy consumption by up to 8%? That's a steep price to pay for a little extra coolness. So, what's the solution? Well, it's simpler than you might think. Adjusting your thermostat settings can significantly reduce power consumption. In the winter, try setting your thermostat to 68 degrees when you're home and lowering it while you're away or asleep. In the summer, aim for 78 degrees when you're home and consider turning it off or setting it higher when you leave. But temperature control isn't just about the thermostat, it's also about adapting to the weather. Dressing appropriately for the season can make a big difference. Warm sweaters in winter and lightweight clothing in summer can help you feel comfortable without over-reliance on heating and cooling systems. And remember, fans can be your best friend. They consume significantly less power than air conditioners and can make a room feel up to 4 degrees cooler. So, before reaching for the air conditioner remote, consider switching on a fan instead. In conclusion, a mindful approach to temperature control can help you not only reduce your carbon footprint, but also save substantially on your electricity bill. It's a win-win situation. So, adjust, adapt, and save on your electricity bill. Because every degree and every watt saved counts. Can changing your daily habits really make a difference to your electricity bill? This is a question that many of us have pondered. The answer is a resounding yes. Simple modifications in our daily routines can have a significant impact on the amount of power we consume, and consequently, our electricity bills. Let's start with something as basic as light. Leaving lights on in an unoccupied room is like pouring money down the drain. The solution? Make it a habit to switch off lights when you leave a room. It's a small step, but if consistently practiced, it can lead to considerable savings. Next, consider your laundry habits. Are you running your washing machine for just a couple of items? This is a common energy waster. Instead, try to do full loads whenever possible. Not only does this save water, but it also uses less energy as you're running the machine less frequently. This simple change can significantly reduce your electricity consumption. And speaking of laundry, let's talk about drying your clothes. While tumble dryers are undoubtedly convenient, they're also one of the biggest energy guzzlers in the home. Why not give air drying a shot? It's free, and it's gentle on your clothes. If the weather isn't cooperating, an indoor drying rack is a great alternative. Remember, every kilowatt hour saved is a step towards a lower electricity bill. But these are just a few examples. There are countless other habits we can examine and tweak. Do you leave your computer on even when you're not using it? Do you let the water run while brushing your teeth? The possibilities for conservation are endless. All it takes is a bit of mindfulness and a willingness to change. So let's recap. Switch off the lights when not in use. Do full loads of laundry. Air dry your clothes. These are just 3 simple habits that can lead to big savings on your electricity bill. Remember, when it comes to energy conservation, every little bit helps. The power is in your hands, quite literally. Change your habits, change your bill. Because every kilowatt hour saved is a step towards not just a lower electricity bill, but also a more sustainable future. So, are you ready to take control of your electricity bill? We've journeyed through various rooms of your home, shedding light on the unseen culprits that inflate your electricity costs. From the phantom power-leaching devices that continue to draw electricity even when not in use, to the simple switch to energy-efficient light bulbs, we've explored practical ways to curb your electricity consumption. But remember, it's not just about the devices and appliances, it's about you too. Your daily habits play a significant role in this energy-saving mission. Adjusting the thermostat settings, turning off lights when not in use, and being more mindful of your energy usage are all essential parts of the equation. So, there you have it. We've given you the tools to take control and reduce your electricity bill. But as with any tool, it's only as good as the hand that wields it. Remember, the power to reduce your electricity bill is in your hands. Start today and see the difference.